Hello everyone, I hope you all are good, doing well. So today we are here again with another theme related to our preparations. So I picked this topic from Indian Express dating 13th of Jan 2025, and the top theme of today is history of Mahakumbh, or we are going to look after the Kumbh Mela. So this lecture is prepared by me. My name is Shama. So time and again I always emphasize whatever you guys are reading, you should connect it with your syllabus. So if I connect this topic with our prelim syllabus, we can see we can connect it with art and culture, and we can connect it with the ancient and medieval part also. So like we are seeing since like 3 to 4 year, I could say, sorry, since 3 to 4 year we can see the weightage of ancient, medieval and art and culture has been increased in UPSC prelims examination. So we have to give equal weightage to this part also, apart from modern history. If I connect this topic with main syllabus, we can connect it with GS paper 1, GS paper 3, and we can also connect it with GS paper 4 in terms of a case study and essay topic also. So this was the article which was written in the Indian Express newspaper, and this essay explained very beautifully about the origin and mythical stories behind this celebration of a Kumbh Mela. So I won't say that each and every line which I have underlined is important as per our examination, but I request every one of us to read this line, this article, being a citizen of India, because if we can appreciate this, we can appreciate our culture, we can appreciate our heritage, then this is how like we can be a very we can be a citizen, we can also like fulfill our fundamental duties, I could say. So in order to like being a citizen of India, I request every one of us to read this history of a Kumbh Mela, and it has been explained very beautifully here. So let's explain what is this Kumbh Mela, why we celebrate, how many types of Kumbh is like in our history, or we celebrate year after year. So if I talk about this Kumbh Mela, this has been one of the largest peaceful gathering where million of peoples come to celebrate or come to take bath in the sacred river, and their belief is that while by taking bath in the sacred river, they are going to purify themselves from their sin, and apart from that they are going to attain a spiritual liberation also. So we have seen this like this gathering take at 4 different places, like in Haridwar, on the bank of Ganga; in Ujjain we can see on the bank of Shipra; in Nasik on the bank of Godavari, which is also known as Dakshin Ganga, yeah, Ganga of South, I could say. And the next is in Prayagraj at the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. So in this year, in 2025, we are celebrating at Prayagraj. So this is kind of a Mahakumbh Mela which we are celebrating. So here, like this the question has been asked here, what I want to emphasize, the question has been asked in PCS examination as well as in UPSC, in terms of which city lies on the bank of which river. So this four at least you can remember, because it's been in news time and again. Apart from that, I always emphasized to memorize the tributaries of this river, because the drainage system, time every year we have seen 2 to 3 questions from this drainage pattern of river, drainage system of Indian river. So I request you all to memorize this its a tributary, be it Ganga, Shipra, be it Godavari, and if I talk about Yamuna even. So here we can, let's try to recall some tributaries with me. uh, if I if I could recall some of them, and from left bank tributaries or whether right bank tributaries here. So if I talk about the Ganga, we all know that origin of Ganga is something which we celebrate, like Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, where this both river meet. We celebrate its origin, or the river is named after that, the river is named as Ganga river. So if I talk about the left bank tributaries of Ganga river, that is Ram Ganga, Gomti, Ghagra, we have Kali, we have Gandhak, we have Budi Gandhak, we have Kosi, we have Mahananda. So the question in 2024 was itself, we have to origin from Ghagar, Kali, Gandhak, Budi Gandhak. This is how we have to arrange it from west to east. If I talk about the right bank tributaries of Ganga, that is Yamuna, Son and Punpun. So this is how we have to recall it very precisely, which river come after which river. in terms of tributaries also. If I talk about the Godavari river origin, we have seen its origin in Nasik near Tumbakeshwar hill, I could, as far as I remember. And if I talk about its tributaries, that left bank tributaries is Dudhna, Purna, Parinita, Indravati, Sabri. So these are the left bank tributaries of Godavari. And if I talk about the right bank tributaries, that is Parvana, Manjra, Maner, and there's a one Kinsora. I might not be pronouncing in a well manner, so I'm sorry for that. But these are the tributaries. This is how you have to remember while remembering the tributaries of river. So if I talk about the Shipra river, Shipra itself is a tributary of Chambal river, but there is a two very important tributary of Shipra, which is like time and again has been asked, and that is I think Gambhir and Khan. So this is two tributary of Shipra, which is very important, and we should remember this. So see, this is how I have recalled it, and I request you also, like again and again, if you practice the tributary, you make it a pictorial, use your pen and paper, so you can remember it very easily. In a long term, that will be in your mind. So here I have described the type of a Kumbh Mela which you can go through. Like this year we are celebrating at Prayagraj, and it is a Kumbh Mela, and we are celebrating it after 412 year. So here this is the location, like I have given just a pictorial. If you are writing mains answer, you can just make the figure of India or the picture of India, and where you can see, you can showcase this four state we are celebrating. Like you can show this in Uttarakhand, Haridwar, in UP, Prayagraj, in MP, Ujjain, and here again we are seeing in like Maharashtra. So this is how you can make the, in mains answer writing specifically, you can make this picture and just showcase the four location. So let's see here the historical evolution. Like I have read its a history, and even I was not aware much about the so much in depth, but today I have been through a lot of article and I have read about the history. And let me explain a bit of the history which I have understood, and if in there's some gap in my understanding, please I request you all to fulfill it. So the mythological history, I could say, of this Kumbh Mela, which has related to that there's a one term that is said to be Samudra Manthan. So there is a one rishi who has like cursed all the devtas, like your power will not be the same as you are enjoying right now. So the asur was the asur get this information, and they plan to attack on devtas. So all devtas gather, and they visited Vishnu Bhagwan, and they have asked for the help. So Vishnu Bhagwan has suggested to do this Samudra Manthan, and so he was very much aware that it is alone Devta cannot do this thing, this Samudra Manthan, and get this Amrit from that. So he has asked help from Asur also. So Asur was in a like a kind of a utopian thought, or they were in a feeling that they are also going to get this Amrit and going to be immortal. So they have helped the Devtas also. But once this Amrit was Amrit has been collected, Vishnu Bhagwan has sent it with his messenger to different places. And while going, while traveling this Amrit, the four drop has been fallen at four place, and these are this four place where this four drop has been fallen, that is Haridwar, Ujjain, Nasik, and Prayagraj. So this is why we celebrate this Kumbh Mela at these four places. And then after this there was a 12 days fight between Devtas and Asur, and this one day of during that time has been a kind of a 1 year. So this is how we celebrated after 12 years. I hope I have been successful in making you understand about this story. And if you have not understood, then I request you to read this article of Indian Express. So here we can see, like time and again everyone has like the claim has been like we are celebrating since our ancient time. Like its origin in from, we can trace it from Puran, we can also see its origin from Mauryan and Gupta period. Why I'm mentioning the Gupta period? Because we have seen the Gupta period is after the Gupta period, or during the Gupta period, we have seen the existence of temple being like very much relevant, or very much the existence of temple we can trace back from the Gupta period, I could say. During the period of Harshvardhan, we have seen the celebration or organization of this Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, and even Hen Shang has recorded it. So the very first recording we can see in his writing, and apart from that, we can see during the medieval period it has also like the empire, like Chola Empire, Vijayanagar Empire, Delhi Sultanate, and Mughals. They have also supported this. Like given the patronage to the Kumbh Mela, and apart from that we can see during the colonial period also British administrators have sorry, during colonial period also we can see British administrators has also supported I'm sorry I'm sorry. So during British period also we can see that how British administrator has patronized or fascinated by this organization of a Kumbh Mela. So, and apart from that, in the 19th century we can see in the writing of James Phipps also. So whenever like the moment I see this James Phipps, I could recall the question has been asked in UPSC prelims 2 to 3 times with this name. So as far as I remember, he was the first person who has deciphered the writing of Ashoka. So this is how you have to recall whenever like the question or whatever you have read already, just whenever the same point or subtopic or in a bullet point, if you see the same theme, just try to give like just try to recall the same fact or whatever you have read related to that topic. Next, if I talk about the during post-independence, this Kumbh Mela has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the list of intangible cultural heritage. So, in the year 2017 itself. So, you have to remember this list also, and the question has been asked time and again with this list, be it tangible list or be it intangible list of UNESCO. Here we can see the significance of a Kumbh Mela. We have a spiritual significance. I have already said that people have believed that they are going to purify their sin and they are going to attain some kind of a spiritual liberation. Apart from that, we can see during this Kumbh Mela we celebrate a lot of dances like Kathak, Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi. Apart from that, we have Kirtan Bhajan. So these all somehow try to create a spiritual unity among the people. Apart from that, we can see like the India's intangible cultural heritage is somehow showcased, and it promotes the international visibility of Indian traditions, and it has like a economic impact also, like the gathering or this mela somehow boost the local economy, or it boost the tourism of that area. And if I talk about the concern here, the concern lies in the environmental concern is somehow like how we are going to tackle this large population and the wastage and the pollution which has been generated during that. So how we have to tackle it in a very sustainable manner. Like I already explained it that the first we can see in the writing of Hensang also about this Kumbh Mela. So here are the challenges which we can see, that is challenges how government is going to manage this large crowd, and not only this management of the crowd but also their safety. Like you might have heard this phrase in Hindi कि कुंभ के मेले में खो गए थे, या कुंभ के मेले में खो गए थे हम दोनों. So this kind of a phrase has been used time and again in our day-to-day life. So this mela is so big, there's a possibility that you might be separated from your known one. Apart from that, here the challenge lies in managing the sanitation and waste disposal. Apart from it, maintaining law and order. So here we can see the government initiative in order to make this mela more successful and more memorable. The focus, like the government has focused on the sustainability and cleanliness, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and we can see the use of technology in order to manage or control the crowd, like use of drone we can see during this festival, during this mela. And here I have given the list of 15 intangible cultural heritage site which you can use here, and like you have to memorize it. I remember in the Haryana PCS examination I have seen the question, they have asked not only this, like they have given this tag or not, apart from that they have asked in which year they have been given this tag. Like yoga was given the intangible cultural heritage of India, in which year, the tag of given in which year. So I request you all to look after it. So here I came to the conclusion. The lecture is not very large, and the one quote which I find very interesting, you guys can use it. Understanding tradition is the key to understand the soul of a nation. So here you can use this quote in your answer, and you can use this quote in your essay also. So that's all for today, but there's a one more thing I would like to emphasize. Like I said that mythological origin, the origin of Kumbh is something which is not being, like we cannot say "Ki this is how, this is where we can find the origin of a Kumbh Mela." So this is how we can see how history is different from the science. If we talk about the science, science is a fact, and that is what you cannot change it. The factual information will remain time and again, like be it in ancient, be it in medieval, or be it in a modern time, the fact remain the same. But if I talk about the history, the fact has, like everybody has presented their story in a different time and different time in different manner. So the debate between history and science, you can use this like example in order to explain, or in order to, when you are writing something related to that in your essay and in your GS answer. So that's all from my side. I hope I have given some in knowledge, or I hope I have helped you in order to get some different kind of a knowledge. So that's all from my side. Hope to see you soon. Till then, take care, study hard. Thank you.